Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Subject Computer Application for 12th Standard C section. Chapter 11 Network Examples and Protocols Part 3. So, this is the last part of this lesson. Now, we are going to start our lesson. Last class, we discussed about mobile networks, wireless LANs 802.11, RFID, active and passive RFID functioning and working principles. Now in this session we are going to cover a reference model, OSI model, TCP IP and other network protocols. Let's start our class. Reference models. There are different models are used for uh, network protocols and software computer communications. OSI model, Open System Interconnection model, was found in the year 1934, generally framework that enables network protocols along with software and systems to be developed based on general set of guidelines given in this model. So this model is a universal model used for networking, computer and as well as mobiles. OSI, Open System Interconnection model, has the following layers. Number 1, physical layer; 2, data link layer; 3, network layer; 4, transport layer. Physical layer refers to the electrical and physical specification for any devices like cables, computer, modems, wireless connections, or wireless connection ports, and all the physical elements required for the networking are comes under in this layer. Number 2, data link refers to the second layer. It guarantees that the data transmitted are free of errors. So this is the important work of this layer. It ensures that each and every transmission should be error free. This layer has simple protocol like 802.3 and Ethernet and 802.11 for Wi-Fi. So Ethernet is a wired network, Wi-Fi 802.11 is a Wi-Fi network, that is wire-free network. Next one, third layer is the determine the path of the data packets. So in the network, if any data transmission is executed, then the path is defined in this layer. At this layer, routine of data packets is found using IP address. Of course, IP means Internet Protocol address. For each and every computer or any mobile devices connected to network should be registered with a unique ID number. This unique ID number is called IP address. By using this IP address only the transmission executed. Fourth layer, transport layer, guarantees the transportation, that is sending of data, receiving of data is successful. It includes the error checking operation also. So these are the four different layers. Next one, the fifth layer is session layer. It identifies the established system session between the different network entities. It means, for instance, while accessing a system remotely, session is created between your computer and the remote system. This session layer maintains the records of all the communication between the remote and computer and register in the log files for reference. Next layer is presentation layer. It does the translation of data to the next layer. Prepare the data to the application layer. Encryption and decryption protocols occur in this layer, such as secure socket layer (SSL). So encryption and decryption are the security checking methods followed in networking. This checking and converting of the encrypted into decrypted form through the proper protocols. One of the finest protocol for security is SSL, that is secure socket layer. Next one, seventh layer, the last layer of OSI model is application layer, which act as the user interface platform comprising of software within the system. So in this tabular column, you can see the 7 layers from 7 to 1. If you take from bottom to up direction, then 1 to 7. First two layers consider all the hardware items related with the network, and balanced file layers are connected comes under the software category. It may be protocol, it may be security checking, it may be handshaking connection rules and TCDB segments. So all these layers are divided. All these layers can be divided into two categories. One is hardware and software. And TCP protocols can be listed here. Whereas datagrams are also called as upper layer data. So the last three, that is layer number 765 refers to upper layer data. Whereas fourth one is called segment, third one is called packet, second one is called frame, first one is called bit datagrams in network terms. So next one is TCP/IP protocols. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and IP stands for Internet Protocol is a set of protocol which governs communication among all computers on the internet. TCP/IP tells how information should be packed and sent, receive as well as the how to get to destination. So TCP working. TCP IP protocol. These two protocol is combined protocol do different works like packaging, sending, receiving as well as to how to get the destination. These two protocols divide their work. Number one, IP protocol specifies the logistics of the packets that are sent out over network. It specifies the packet which have to go, where to go and how to go. For example, if you take an email, you send a mail from your system to another mail, then this there in mail is divided into small packets, and each and every packet is labeled with the IP address, and they are instructed, and all the instruction and all the route is given in the label by the IP protocol. So IP protocol is used to label each and every packet with their destination location and source location and path of the location, where how to reach that location. All the informations are labeled in IP, are labeled by the IP protocol on the packet, each and every packet. So TCP protocol accountable for guaranteeing the trustworthy transmission of data. It seems that packets for errors and submit the request for retransmission in case any of them are missing. So transmission control protocol breaks all the messages into small packets and ensure how many packets are there and how many packets should be sent and how many packets should be received by the receiver, and it guarantees that number of packets are sent and number of packets are received. If any errors or any packet is missed, then it should be ensured by the TCP protocol and asked to resend that particular packet again from the source to the destination place. So this is the important work of TCP/IP protocol. So TCP protocol breaks the complete message into small packets and ensure whether all the packets are received in a proper manner without any damage. And IP protocol labels each and every packet how we are writing an address on the letter to the from address or to address, how we write the address, in that way IP protocol write all the information required for that packet, like a route of the travel, destination computer IP address, and the send IP address, and how to deliver at that particular destination also mentioned on that particular packet by the IP protocol. Next one, frequently TCP/IP protocols are HTTP. It is used a web client and web server, and it is guarantees non-secure data transmission. So there are different protocols which we use in network. One of the first protocol is HTTP protocol, used to is used to between a web client and web server, but it is not a secured protocol. That's why it is called HTTP. You can see in the second protocol there was S is attached, that is HTTPS. It is also used between web client and web server, but this protocol, that is HTTPS protocol, ensures the security. This protocol, that is HTTP protocol, didn't ensure non-security. That's why most of the bank web pages use this, the second protocol HTTPS. You can see HTTPS protocol automatically generated whenever you use to any bank login page. Next one is FTP, file transfer protocol used to between computers for sending and receiving files. Next one is domain names and TCP IP address. The address for any website is not easy to remember. So all the names are converted into many digits. The domain names are identified by the unique numbers like this number in one of the IP address for google.com. So google.com web page can be accessed with this name, but technically they are referred with this number. For the same page, there are many different IP address for different countries. So this is the one of the IP address for google.com. So we cannot remember this domain name for every web page. There are different layers are used for this number. The different layers of TCP is four layers. One is network access layer, second one is internet layer, third one is transport layer, fourth one is application layer. Network access layer concerned with the building packets. Internet layer describes how packets are to be delivered. Transport layer ensures the proper transmission of the data. Application layer application network process. These process include FTP, HTTP and SMTP, that is file transfer protocol, simple mail transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. These are different layers used in the TCP IP protocol models. Other than these protocols, there are other network protocols also we use in different layers. Like here we discuss some of the protocols in this topic. Network protocols other than OSI and TCP were simply known as other network protocols category, which implement security over the network communication that includes HTTPS, SSL, SFTP. Other network protocol classified in network layer like IP, ERP, ICMP, IGP comes under network layer protocol. TCP, UDP comes under transport layer. HTTP, FTP, Telnet, SMT and DNS protocol comes under application layer. Most of the web pages which ensure the security uses this HTTPS, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This protocol ensure the security, whereas HTTP protocol only used for application layer only. But it does not give any uh, security, ensure any security for that web page. So this HTTP makes the data more and provide data security over the network, mainly on public network like Wi-Fi. So these even banking websites were common examples for HTTPs. Data exchange between the user and the website is not stolen, read or altered by any third party. It is confirmed by this HTTP, but it can be encoded everything with some limitations too. So next one, the layman's term HTTP guarantees that users which watch websites that they want to watch. Data exchange between the user and the website is not read, stolen or tampered by any third party. It can ensure by layman's HTTP's protocol, but it cannot encrypt everything. It has some limitations too. So HTTP cannot encrypt host address and port numbers. So here you can see the different layers of used in the different models. In TCP you can see four layers which we already discussed: application layer, transport layer, internet layer and network access layer. Whereas in OS model we can see application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. So in OSI model we have 7 layers. In TCP model we have only 4 layers of network. So TCP layers and their protocols are classified here. In application layer we use this protocol which we already discussed. In transport layer we use these layer protocols. In network layer we use these protocols. So all the protocols are divided based upon the layers. Next one, we will see the protocols, network interface layer protocols one by one. It is the bottommost level layer. So network interface layer is the bottommost level layer. It is comparable to that one of the open system interconnection, physical data link layers. Different TCP and IP protocols are being used at this layer. Ethernet, token ring for local area networks, and protocols such as X.25 frame relay and ATM for wide area networks. It is assumed to be an unreliable layer. So one of the first basic layer is called network layer, where different layers protocols are used, like Ethernet and token ring are used for LAC, that is LAN, local area network. So X.25 frame relay are used for ATM, that is automated teller machine, for wide area network. It is assumed to be unreliable layer. Next layer is network layer. It is the layer where data is addressed, packaged and routed among networks. The important internet protocols that operate at the network layer is IP protocol. Of course, we know what is IP protocol. Uses the IP address to deliver packets, and the ARP protocol, address resolution protocol, resolves IP addresses to MAC, medium access control addresses. So MAC address is a hardware identification number that uniquely identifies each device on a network. So that is to map IP network address to the hardware address. So MAC is the address of the hardware. So ARP is used to identify each and every hardware in the network by their unique number. So Internet Control Message Protocol ICMP used for network devices to send error message and operational information. Example, if a host or router might not be reached or a request service is not presented, this error message can be sent to this protocol ICMP. Next one, IGMP, Internet Group Management Protocol, communication protocol used by the host and routers to send multicast messages to multiple IP address at once. So next one is transport layer. These sessions are recognized and data packets are swapped between hosts in this layer. Two main protocols is TCP and UDP. TCP provides reliable connection-oriented transmission between the two hosts, ensures delivery of packets between the hosts. UDP provides connectionless, unreliable one-to-one, one-to-many delivery. So connectionless deliverable, it can be achieved through user datagram protocol UDP. In application layer, we use the HTTP, FTP, Telnet, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. So different protocols are used in application layer. For example, the HTTP protocol is used to used to call the World Wide Web pages, where FTP is used to send and receive files. Telnet is used to connect other computer on the internet. SMTP is used to send mails and receive. DNS is refers to the host computer by using names rather than numbers. So these the different protocols used in different layers are discussed here. These layer protocols is comes under the TCP/IP model. So I hope if you understand the different functions of the protocol and their different functions of the layers used in the different models like TCP/IP and OSI models. So this is the end of the lesson. I hope you understand all the concept. If you have any doubt, contact me through WhatsApp. Clear all your doubts. Prepare well for examination. Definitely your examination, public examination will be held on the end of the May 2021. So prepare well for examination. Best of luck. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.